Hey, 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 friends! How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. I know we're backwards. Listen, something is wrong where I can't see, like, me coming on. Anyway, we're going to have to be backwards tonight. Y'all know I'm a little backwards anyway. It's all good. If you are new here, welcome in, welcome in. My name is Shonda. I'm with From Dust to Beauty Designs. I'm honored you're here. Please make sure to hit the heart button. Go like the page. Go follow, y'all. Go follow. Listen, you'll be able to see the gray progression, if nothing else. Y'all, we craft here a little bit on this page, and we also dust it out. That just means to share it out amongst family friends. Just hit that arrow button to everyone. It helps my page, and it's just the easiest way to get me out there, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for doing it. Y'all, let me share this to my channel. I haven't been on in a few days. I'm still trying to get back in the swing of things, y'all. I mean, there's no excuse. It's just, I'm just trying to still get back in the swing of things after, surgery. So, anyway, let me make sure to go share this out, y'all. It's a nightmare. Which I've been up to. I can't see comments. Please make sure, if you're seeing the live right here, please make sure to say hey and tell me where you're watching from in the comments so I can see you. Because I can't see you right now. I don't know where I'm at. Maybe I'm not even on. You know, girl, well, this right here is it's kind of like grocery in a show, but it's just it's kind of like an S show, if you know what I'm talking about. Not a SHUT, but the SH and then you put the I. That's the kind of show it is. Just kidding. Hey, best good friend. Hello, Gail. Howdy doody, girl. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope y'all had a great day. It's been beautiful here in Georgia. If you are new and you don't know, I am from Georgia. I always like to say I'm from New York. Can't y'all tell? Hey, Cindy Reese. Hey, girl. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting there. Listen, please don't come at me and be like, girl, you wasn't prepared. I am. This is just the way we got to do it. This is just how you do it. This is being prepared. He's gained some weight, Dorothy. I love to hear that, girl. I love to hear that. That is amazing. How's he doing? Is he okay there? I mean, all you can expect is for him to be taken care of, and that's a good sign of him gaining weight. Is it going? Is it going? Is it going? Yeah, it did it. Y'all, my hair is driving me crazy tonight. It's all up in my eyes, so I might throw it up after a while. Michelle, I went to grocery in the show too. It never disappoints. And if you guys don't know, and you're new here, grocery in the show is Walmart. I love to go to the grocery in the show because groceries are so darn expensive, that I expect a show. I go there with the intention to get a show for the price that I have paid. And it never, like she said, never disappoints. Ever. Especially my little town right here. There ain't no telling what kind of show you're going to get. And listen, that's that reality TV. You know what I'm saying? That's not that fictional. That's that reality TV that you go there and you're like, oh, all right. Hey, Lori. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Rosemary. Hey, Kathy. Hey, y'all. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now I can see comments. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I can't handle it being turned. This is how I see. I don't know how else to do it. It's driving me crazy. Hey, Renee. How are you, friend? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're well. Y'all, we're going to do a lampshade. We're going to do a little lampshade tonight. I am full-fledged into Patriotic. I just decorated. Y'all saw the lemons that I posted. So I've got my little, my lemons done. Oh, girl, I love Walmart. I love it. It's so fun. Gina, it just finished raining here. But it was nice today, but it just finished raining here. Oh, I know that, Cindy. I hate that. Right, Cindy, I think that is the biggest festival. Y'all, we went to the Honeybee Festival on Saturday, and it's in Lafayette, Georgia. Y'all, I think it's probably one of the largest festivals I have ever been to, and I have been to so many. I really think it's one of the largest, and it was so beautiful. It was the perfect weather. How are you, Renee? I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, it was the Honeybee Festival, and, y'all, it was amazing. They had everything under the sun. But you know what they didn't have? A chocolate designer. So I told Jim, I said, you know, you're only allowed, you know, we can only have one designer that sells the actual chocolate products at a festival at a time. So, which, you know, I'm good with. But there was nothing, none. And I didn't even really see any kind of, any of our transfers being used. So I was like, dang, I need to get up in here. Definitely need to get up in here. Oh, Sue, thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Y'all, I bought these, do y'all have an Ollie's where y'all are? I have not been in a while, but I did go. Jim and I went the other day. I say the other day. It's been a couple weeks. I think I showed y'all these when I got them. But Jim and I went, and I found these, and they were $2.99 each. I have a little lamp by my front door that I always decorate. Y'all remember I've decorated them before. I love decorating them with different, I'll show y'all one that I did. And again, if you're not new, you've seen me do them. But this is just one that I did for the winter time. So I love making these. And I use chalk paste. I don't use ink because I'm not going to wash these, okay? I mean, I'm going to dust them off and that's just going to be about it. But I love making lampshades for that, my front, the front door. I have a little entryway, you know, a little table. So it's got just a little, it's got a little lamp on it. And I like zhuzhing up a lampshade. It's the cheapest way, really, to change some decor. And y'all know I like to change out, like, I love doing some stuff like that. You know, where it's just, I don't know, easy and cheap to change out your decor. I love to be able to repurpose and reuse. And to me, if I have a lamp that is just a general lamp, you know, it's a little blue lamp because the dusty blue is my third color. I use it with I use that on it, and it's fine. But I do have another black lamp that I could also put there, you know, but I don't really care. I think it looks good. I know, Lori, I know. It's huge. It's huge. All right, y'all, so let's get busy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use chalk paste. I'm going to use probably 4 different colors. This is our color from the last month, but it's really similar to our cadet. So in the cart link, in the description, where it says shop here for supplies or supplies here, something like that, I don't know what I put. I mean, that was 10 minutes ago. I forgot. Make sure to click on that. That is a cart link. It's a small little bit.ly. It's a cart link to go and see all the supplies that I'm using from my Chocatoire store. I did put in cherry, and I put in paste packets because it's buy 5 get 1 free on those little paste packets. So it's just a really great way to do a little project. I did put in both of the transfers, and I'll show you those. And I did put in black. Now I put in cadet. Cherry, actually, I don't know if I put in cherry or candy apple. One of them was out, so I chose the other one, which is no big deal. One's just a little bit darker than the other one. In fact, I think I'm going to use my brighter, which is the candy apple. And then Storm. I did put in Storm as well in the paste packets. I put 2 black because it's buy 5, get 1 free. If you don't want that second black, change it for a different color. And I did put in white too, just in case. You know, I just gave you all the red, white, and blue thing. And then I also put in a mini squeegee. And remember, you can add to or take away to that cart. It's just a quick and easy way for y'all to get to that site and to see what I'm using tonight and to, you know, just to be able to add and take away. It's very simple. But we're going to use 2 tonight. We've used these before, but I want to use them again. So this one is our Sweet Land of Liberty. Okay, I'm going to use of course, my fireworks on that one. And then this one is called our American Made Minis. So every one of these, this is a separate little, each one of these is a separate little transfer. I'm just going to kind of put them like, that's a very popular thing right now. It's a huge decor piece. To have these stamp looking decor, you know, the decorations like as your patterns. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're doing tonight, okay? That's what we're doing. Now, I think it would be, hey, Hannah, how are you, girl? Pam, thank you, friend. How are you? I think this would be cute, too, just to put on a pillow. you could just take this exactly as it is. If you don't cut it apart, just take it as one. You could do this as a pillow, or you could cut them apart like I'm doing, and you could place them on the pillow. You could take this one again, and this one would be good for a pillow, all of it together. You could kind of just, you know, mix and match. But y'all, I did want to show y'all today, if y'all did notice, we brought back some, we did a launch today of products that were, what's it called? They wanted them. What's that called? I keep wanting to say highly sought after. That's not it, but they were highly sought after at the time that they were, that they first came out. So, Pam, I am good, girl. I'm really good. It is a Lowe's t-shirt. It is. I love this one. Most requested collection. Most requested collection. That is it. And y'all, I'm telling you, it's amazing. So go and check that out. You can look at it in that cart link again. Just click on that and it'll take you to the page. Just go to the shop and go to what's new, and you'll see it. Remember, right now also is free shipping up to over $100. All your orders before tax, before anything, is, you know, your subtotal has to be $100, and you'll get free shipping. Listen, right now, free shipping is where it's at. I'm just saying. Thank you. But y'all, this is one of the ones. I know it's backwards. I never did this one. This one came out in the fall. This was the Apple Orchard. Absolutely love it. They brought it back. So this is just one of the many that they brought back that were the most requested, that sold out fast, and they remade them and they relaunched them. So this one I'm really excited about. I have the little thing. I've had this sitting over there forever to do, so we are going to do it. Y'all just gonna have to stay with me that evening. I might have to come on early that evening because this one might take 5 minutes. This one might take 5 minutes. So, all right, y'all, let's get busy. Oh, you're going, Liz? Yes, be cute on a coaster as well, Lori. Yes. These are very popular. Like I said, the stamp looking decor, it's very popular. Very popular. So, you gotta get you some shirts, Pam. Girl, I have to have them. Like, Jim just knows when they come out, it's time for me to go. And I usually get 3 or 4. You know, they're all cute, but to me, I'm going to get the ones that are me. You know what I mean? I usually buy 3 for myself, and then I buy that 4th one. You know, I do that a giveaway usually with the 4th one. But, yeah, normally I just, I buy 3. Sometimes 4. It just depends. And then then I'll buy the 5th one. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I'm going to do, of course, the Land of Liberty. Hey, Kathy Jacobs, how are you? And we're going to put our back. So all I do is literally, you treat this like fabric, okay? We're going to treat this like fabric. I want this to kind of be in my front of my, now here's the thing, okay? This is why I'm doing, I've got this goes out, right? And this one did too, but it has less of a flare out the bottom. I will say your lampshades that are straight up and down are easier for your patterns. If you use some of our patterns, like, you know, we have that amazing cow pattern. If you've got a little lampshade, you want to do a cow pattern. But I would suggest do the straight up and down lampshades if you've never done this before. Or, you know, if you just want that pattern, because it's a little tough to go, it's a little tough when it flares out. So this is going to be the easiest. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Hey, Cindy Pierce. Pam. Girl. Yes, yes, Lori, yes. Okay, so this is what we've got. Okay, I'm just gonna put them on like that. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start. I'm gonna go ahead and paste, and then I'll just add 2. We're just gonna add 2. Okay, so on this one, I think I'm gonna do. No, I think I'm gonna bring out my gold too. I'm gonna bring out my nominee. somewhere in here. It's in here. Don't worry. I got it somewhere. I don't know where, but it's in here. I even have names on top. There it is. Nominee, y'all, is the pretty bronzy gold. I think I'm going to use it too. Oh, thanks, Pam. It's kind of getting on my nerves tonight, though. Again, on my nerves, but it'll be all right. So I think what I'm going to do with this one is let's think. I might do the whole thing gold. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the whole thing gold. I think on this one I'm going to do the nominee. Maybe the 4th of July I'll do a different color. Let me grab one of my little, you guys, I like to use, so I took one of our mini squeegees, and I cut it in half. I like to use that on some of my smaller little items. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hey, Kelly. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So I'm going to use nominee, and I'm just going to hold it. This is wanting to come up on me because this is a fabric, you know, it's a fabric. So it kind of has a, I don't know, it's got a feel to it. I don't know what that feel is, but something. So I think I am going to do red. I'm going to do the July 4th, 1776 in red. And then I'm going to do the rest of it in this nominee. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put this on first, okay? And I'm just going to hold it, push it through, and it's going to take a little concentration. A little concentration. And then I'm going to pull it, okay? I do have the fan on. So this is the chalk paste. I'm not using ink. So because of that, it will dry faster than my ink will. So I am going to pull, okay? That just means to release it from the transfer, y'all. All right, take off your excess. I'm going to set this over here. And then I'm just going to pull that down, okay? So you can see already how cool that is. Isn't that cool? Okay. So then I can just kind of set it back down on there. And then go around the edges. And then I can put on the rest of it, okay? So I think what I'll do is I'm going to do the top. Now I'm going to do the bottom and then pull. And just keep going that way. It's going to be easier. And that way I am assured that it won't dry. You know, you don't want to do all this work and then it dry in your transfer. And when I say dry in your transfer, y'all, if you've never worked with, these are stencils. These are, we call them transfers, but they are professional silkscreen stencils. They are sticky on the back. They're reusable. I just got some gold on that. That's all right. I'll just use it as a, I'll put my, that's what I love about this, y'all. Listen. If you make a mistake or something like this happens, especially when you're doing your own decor, right? Like, I do make some that I sell on Etsy, and I'm very, very particular about those. But this one right here, like, I just got some off the side. It's okay, because what I can do is I can just make it like a little firework. I'm not really worried about it. Listen, just go with your mistakes and don't stress about it. I used to be such a perfectionist when it came to my crafts, and I got sick of doing them, you know, and I had to start giving myself some grace because I'd get mad. I would, because it wouldn't turn out right. But look how awesome that is. You see my little faux pas down there? It's all good. Look how gorgeous that is. So I'm just going to do a little firework down there or something. It's going to be fun. How are you? Thank you, Gail, for dusting it out. Okay, so this, I'm just going to set it back on my backer sheet right here. And I'll take them all and wash them when I'm finished. Now, I am going to go ahead and, Linda, how are you doing? I'm going to go ahead and dry this, just so I don't get into it. And now, another thing you could do is, I don't know, I've done this before. I've recovered, you know, I've taken like fabric and recovered lampshades. So you could do your fabric, like if you wanted to do one solid pattern, you could just take your fabric and then you could stretch it over, you know, your lampshade, whatever that's called, you know what I'm talking about. That you could also do that as well. I used to do that. Listen, I couldn't afford to buy all new lampshades, so I would go and buy like cheap fabric and I would just recover my lampshades. It worked. Look, when you were in the military, we were broke as a joke. You know? Okay. And I still like to do stuff like that now. I think we're good. I'm not gonna... Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let me see first if I can. This may... Y'all, by the way, I always forget to put this in. This is also available in our store, y'all. I love that drying tool. No, it's not going to come off, but that's okay. We're going to go with it. Okay, so next I'm going to just do, we're going to do this one. I'm just going to take them all, and we're just going to go with it, okay? And I'm doing them all one color. So, like, this one, I know it's supposed to be red, white, and blue, but I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, that's too hard to do. So, all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to go and put them all over the place, okay? And we're gonna go with it that way. That way, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to try to, you know, do some separate colors, which is fine if you want to, but I like to do some things just easy. I say I like to do some things just easy. Lord help it. Okay, so now I'm going to do, I'm going to use my blue. I'm going to do this one in the, again, I'm using the Home. It's called Home. It was our color of the month last month. And we might still have it available. I'm not sure. They were going to have a couple of more available, but I'm not sure. But I'm just going to do this whole thing in blue. You know, I know the stripes are typically red and all that. We're not, I'm not trying to, this isn't a real flag, and if I was doing a real flag, which I probably wouldn't be doing a real flag, you can't really, listen, my husband has major flag etiquette, and he is not the one. Oh, he's not the one. He really don't even like people wearing, like, flag clothes. And I bought him a pair of swim trunks that, like, they kind of, no, it wasn't like a flag, like an actual flag, but, he was like, I don't know if I should wear these. I'm like, you're going to be fine. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, he was real funny about it. Okay, so then we're going to do, I'm going to take the American Dream one. And you do it. Now, I think because this one's a bigger one, I can do it, you know, in the, I can do it in different colors. So I'm going to do the American Dream over here. Okay. And I am going to do the red, white, and blue because I can on this one. So, we are going to do our red stripes on the bottom. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to pull. And then I'm going to do the center part in the gray. I've got Storm out here. I'm going to use Storm on that. And go from there. Y'all, I got to tell you what happened to us today. So, if you don't know, I've started back going to the gym. Lord help it. You know, I used to work out all the time and then I quit about 2 years ago. Well, let me just tell you, you know, they say your body has muscle memory. I think they lied when you're over 50. They lied. They sure did. My muscles have dementia. I'm just telling you now, they forgot. Okay? They forgot. They don't even know what they're doing. And so, okay, I say all that to say. So, I have done something to my back, my upper back. I pulled some muscle, and then I did something to my knee. Who knows? I don't know. Okay? I don't even think about it anymore. I don't care. Well, look how pretty that is, y'all. Isn't that cool? So, well, okay, Shonda. Y'all, I just got that on my finger and did that. It'll be all right. We're going to go with it. I'm going to use the gray on this. We're going to go with it. So, anyway, I had cooked dinner tonight. And we had just finished eating. And when I cook, my family's really good to clean. They just are. They're good to clean up afterwards. Well, they weren't even cleaning yet. That's right. We were all literally just finishing eating. All of a sudden, we hear this god-awful, horrible, okay, bang. I mean, like a boom. Like, it sounded like a sonic boom. Hey, Crystal! Like a sonic boom, okay? I was like, what the heck was that? All of us were like, what the heck? So, Tyler said, Mom, I think it was something in the refrigerator. And I was like, really? Wonder what that was. He's like, I don't know, but... So he goes over to the refrigerator and he carefully opens it, right? Like he's barely opening it. Because we're like, oh, something fell, you know, because Jim had put the leftovers in there. So Jim sometimes is not the greatest when he's putting stuff away, you know, like I like it a certain way. And so anyway, I thought, okay, well, he put that bowl must be on something that's shifted. And I mean, he's, you know, that's all it was. That's what I'm thinking, right? That it just shifted. Think again. Y'all, another thing about my husband is he likes our refrigerator very, very cold. Y'all, look how cool that is. And that red covered up. It was just very smooth. That is cool. I love that. So he likes our refrigerator really cold, okay? Because he likes his drinks cold, which we have a drink refrigerator out in the garage that he was insistent upon purchasing. So he has it full, and then it's now bleeding over to our main refrigerator, which, let me just say, I can't stand our refrigerator, right? I asked him to buy me the refrigerator that had the two tops, and then the drawer. That's what I wanted because I'm short, and I like it, and I can't stand the side-by-sides. We've always had side-by-side. Nope, nothing was doing it. We had to have side-by-side. And, you know, I'm not an arguer. I don't care. Whatever. I'm just like, whatever. Okay? But I am that person that when it don't work out, I'm coming. I'm coming. I won't say I told you so, but by my actions and by this, you gonna know I told you so. Because I'm mad. Well, so I can't stand our refrigerator. You can only put, like, the milk can only go on top. Like, you can't utilize all the shelves because they're they're only this tall. I can't stand it. It's a side-by-side. You know, you got the little freezer. Y'all, one of his daggum Diet Grapicos blew up in my refrigerator. It blew up. Yeah, look how cool that is. It blew up in the fridge. Y'all was so mad. I was so mad that I was just like, I'm going to clean it. He's like, here, I'm going to help you. And I'm like, I don't want your help. I was so mad. So, y'all, I get a little frustrated when, you know, things like that happen. So, anyway, I was cleaning it up, right? And I had to bend down on my daggum janked up knee and clean because Grapico was everywhere. Grapico was everywhere. Yes, Sarah, oh no, I was right. Girl, it was wild. Kelly, I can't stand it, but he didn't listen. So, again, I don't argue. I'm not an art. I don't. Listen, we always say, you know, Jim is the itchy one. Add a little B on the front of that's Jim. And he admits it. Like, I'm just not her. I'm not that wife. You know what I mean? Like, I was never that wife to say, hey, you can and can't do this. You want to go buy 6 cars? Go buy them, my friend. But you better make it work. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. That's who I am. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to just go do it. I don't care. But it better work out. It better work out. That's all I got to tell you. That's the Aries in me. It better work out or I'm going to snap. I'm going to snap. So, anyway. Poor Jim nothing, Michelle. You know that refrigerator. I can't stand that stupid refrigerator. Right, Cindy? Right? Pam, I'm telling you. So I'm over there and I'm cleaning, and he's like, here, let me. I said, how about you just go take a shower? I get big-eyed. How about you just go take a shower? And he knows, just go and take a shower, because it's best you just go take a shower. So he comes out and he was like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, yeah, somebody's going to have to dry that bottom shelf off. Y'all, I took the whole refrigerator. I took everything out of the refrigerator. Everything in the refrigerator came out. I cleaned the entire refrigerator, nooks and crannies. It was a little dusty up under, like in the little corners. It kind of made me sick a little bit. I was like, how did I get dust in the corners in my refrigerator? Ooh. 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 So, I mean, it's probably time anyway to do that, but I ain't telling him that. So I said, I can't bend down. I can't put my knee cannot go on solid ground. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough to bend it, but, I can't push it down on the floor. And then that just makes me madder. Y'all get so frustrated. Are y'all like that? Y'all get mad when, like, you're in pain or something? I do. If it's something like that. Oh, Sarah, I'm not the one. Kelly, I bet I do. Michelle, really? You think Jim feels bad? Y'all, look at that USA. Y'all, this is cool. This is the look I wanted. This is what I want. And I just got my finger in it. Hold on. Y'all, I gotta dry this before I keep on. I gotta dry it. Yeah, I'm hoping, so here's my idea. We are finishing the basement within the year. I mean, we're not moving fast on it. But I'm going to put that refrigerator down here. Yeah. And I'm going to get the refrigerator I want. And he's going to pound salt. Pound salt, my friend. That's what's going to happen. Because I'm done. Oh my gosh, Tina, that's funny. Well, Jim is OCD. So again, if y'all don't know, Jim has clinical OCD. He's not the guy that just says, oh my God, we don't just say we got OCD just to be funny, or don't really have a diagnosis. Jim really does. If y'all don't know, his mother had it, and clinically, and it actually was the cause of her dementia. Her OCD actually put her in a state of reeling, is what it was kind of called, and she couldn't get off that reel, and so that reel literally made her lose her mind. And so, anyway, we're very, we know that about Jim. We all know that about my husband, that he's severely OCD, so I have to keep a spotless house. Down here, that's why when he comes down here, he's like, and I'm just like, well, how about you stay out of there? And he's like, well, my lawn equipment's there, not my problem. And get you a little he shed out there. Get you a he shed and put your he stuff in it. Because this down here is she's. Y'all, it is bad though. It's real bad. I don't even have OCD and it's driving me crazy. But yeah, he can't. So the house is upstairs has to stay spotless. He can't handle it. So I don't really we are continuously cleaning. If you would, it drives me nuts. I'm clean, but I'm not like, psychotic with it. But okay, so I do want to do a firework. Okay, so I want to cover this up where I messed up right here. Okay, and I'm gonna try to figure that out, how I can do it without. I kind of want to just, hold on, I'm going to figure this out now. I'm going to figure it out. Let's do that. I'm going to do it right there, okay? I'm literally just doing a little piece, so it covers that up. I need it covered because I messed it up, okay? So this is how you can fix it, y'all. Just do what you want, okay? Just do what you want. Easy peasy. I am going to have to wash this though, because I can't use this again. It'll get on this. With it being white, you don't want that. See? And just like that, you can't even see it happen. Right? Hey, Vicky! That's okay. That's all right, girl. We're doing a lampshade. I'm doing a little lampshade. So I think what I'll do is I did that one down here. I think I'm just going to go up here at the top and do a little something, do one. Okay? So that way it kind of, you know, kind of matches up there. And I'm going to do it on the other side. Can y'all see that? I'm kind of just putting it on. Hold on. Just kind of putting that up there so that they kind of just go together, right? I'm gonna do the red too. I'm gonna do red. And that way, it looks like you got some fireworks shooting off right there, which I think is really cool. Okay. Again, y'all, if you mess up something, do like that. And then you just fixed it, okay? So we've got the 2 fireworks there. I may kind of do that all the way around. I kind of like that look. Thanks, Linda. I kind of like that look, y'all. So I'm not gonna wash that yet because I may just do that kind of on the bottoms and the sides. I'm gonna use this little rocket. This is also on the Sweet Land of Liberty transfer. Hold on, I'll show you. The little rocket. We're going to use it. And I think I'm just going to put it right there. I'm going to put it there. Hold on. I think I'm going to use another. Let's use this one here. This American Made. We're going to use that one there. Yeah. Let's put a bigger one there. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to do it in the blue to bring over some blue over there. And you see, I'm just doing the one color, y'all. You know, unless it's the bigger ones. But for these little ones, just do the one color. It's still really pretty. You don't have to be all, you ain't got to be all crafty. Now, if you want to, just do it, you know. But this also, there's not going to be anyone else unless you watch this video and you do exactly as I'm doing. There's no one else that's going to have one of these like yours. That's what I love. I love being able to create one of a kinds and have my own decor. I love doing that. Hey, Shirley. Yes, Linda, I'm going to put some more fireworks. I think all the corners. Don't you think that'll be cool? I think just on the corners. I think that'll work. We're going to do it. We're going to put more fireworks all around the edges. So I may have to, I have my other one over here that's got some fireworks. I didn't use it because it's not available any longer. So I don't like to use ones that's, typically I don't like to use them if they're not available. But I may pull those out to keep from having to wash them. Just because. Okay, so here's what we got so far, y'all. Here's what we got. So cool, so cool. So I think this rocket, we're gonna put her, him, it right there. I think we're gonna do it right there. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna put fireworks there. We're still gonna hold that one. We're gonna hold it. Let's do established 1776. I'm gonna try to use most of these. So I'm gonna put this one over here and do it in the nominee. Bring in that gold again. Now, if you were, remember, this is chalk paste I'm using, so this is not permanent, but I'm not going to wash this. If you are going to do it, what I said before, on the fabric, and you're going to, you know, kind of upholster your lampshades using the, you know, the inner workings of the shade, then you'll want to use ink, okay? You'll want to use ink on that. And also, too, you'll be able to heat set it. This would be next to impossible to heat set, and I'm not even going to, I mean, why even try? Yes, Linda, and that's the look that's back. You know, that's the look that people that's what they're doing. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the stamp looks, and I love the Parisian looks. You know, I do a lot of my house is, you know, French country, and so this also, those stamps like that is very, it's that very French country look. Did you do the cow transfer? What? Did I see the cow transfer? I ordered it. You talking about the cow hair don't care? Is that the one you're talking about? Yes, Linda. So like I said, there's no need to use, I mean, I'm not going to wash this, right? At best, I'll dust it, but I'm not going to wash it. So there's no sense. But if I was covering this with a fabric, because I could heat set it easily, I would probably just heat set it. You know, I probably would, just because. And as you're working with that fabric, you know, the chalk is still chalk paste, and it's going to sit on top of this surface. So if this was really, really good and dry, I could probably kind of scratch it and make some marks in it. It wouldn't come off because it's just not going to. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, if this was ink and I heat set it, you could do whatever. It's not going nowhere. Nowhere, no how. So, if it was me, that's what I would do. I would definitely heat set it if I'm using fabric. I just would. Okay, so this one I'm going to do in, I think I'm going to do it in both colors. I think I'm going to do red on the top. No, I'm doing the whole thing red. I don't even know what I just did. Because the little firecracker needs to be red. It'll be alright. How cute is that? You could, Sandy. You probably could. I say you could. You probably could, yeah. So, you know, I make door rounds to sell on Etsy. And in fact, I just did a couple. And I always spray them. And I use chalk paste, you know, on the wooden door rounds. I spray them with a poly. And, yeah, I mean, it works well. And I do an outside poly. And so, that way, you know, just in case. Okay, that's dry. So, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep on going around the edge. I think I'm going to stick with red. Y'all, I love red. I love the color red. So I think I'm going to stick with red fireworks. But y'all could do whatever you want. You know, if you're making this and you want to do gold, do gold. Or if you want to do different colors, do different colors. I'm going to stick with red. Just going to stick with red. Okay, let's see. And I'm just barely sticking it on so that I can, you know, just kind of chalk a few little pieces of this fireworks. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. Linda, it is from Dusty Beauty Designs. From Dusty Beauty Designs. It's been hopping lately. I have had to make quite a few things, bows and such. Okay, so see, here's our fireworks. We're going to keep on going. Love the fireworks. All right, so what else do I have? I've got, I think we've got this Uncle Sam. We've got the, it says, United We Stand Behind Uncle Sam. We're going to put him here. We're going to put him here. And I'm going to use, I'm just going to use blue, y'all. I know his hat's red, white, and blue, but like I said, when you're doing stuff like this, you know, a lot of people, this is also an idea, is just do black and white. And then do a spot of red here and there. I love doing that as well. I can't remember what that's called. If y'all know, let me know. You know, when you do a black and white picture or project and you have one like piece of red. I remember it used to be, there was a picture of a girl and her lips would be red or a heart would be red like on her dress. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's called something, but I can't remember what it's called. Like in the art world, it's called something. I don't know. No. Girl, what you doing, Maddie? Hey, girl. Girl, what you been up to besides jumping out of everything you can jump out of? I love it. Girl, you know, I've skydived many times. Bungee jumped many times. Love it, love it, love it. I've not done that hot air balloon, though. I've not done that one. That one was really cool looking. Loved it. Y'all, love it, love it, love it. How cute is this? Okay. So, I got a couple more. Let me see. Okay, let me... You know what I like? Okay. I like this flag on the sweet land of liberty. There's a flag on here. See, it's like, hey, Karina. Hey, friend. How are you, girl? I'm going to use that flag somewhere. I like the little flag. I think we're just going to do it here. Make sure, oh, it's not dry. Hold on. Oh, Matt, let me tell you, girl. You know, I'm fused now on the neck, and I think that had a lot to do with all that. That, you know, snowboarding, bungee jumping, skydiving. The little spine said, no, girl, what you doing? But bungee jumping, I did several times, and I will say, that really probably was the worst on my neck. Hey, Sally. Thank you, girl. I think it looks cool, y'all. I love the, I like the stamp looks. I think it's cool. And listen, the fun thing, we're clearly adrenaline junkies, right? So the scarier the better, right? So we were in Arizona bungee jumping, and we bungee jumped off a bridge to, it should have been a nice size, you know, river, but it was real low. And so a lot of boulders were in it. And, you know, your thought is all automatically, oh, what, am I going to hit my head on one of those? Am I going to go too far? Is it going to pull me too, you know what I mean? Like, so that was kind of my, it was a little unnerving, but that's the adrenaline. That's the adrenaline. I keep seeing, when I was growing up, we went to Niagara Falls, and my parents, I literally started crying. I was 6 years old, first time we went, and I watched all the people go over the falls in barrels. We went to the little museum. I started bawling. It touched me. I started crying. I was like, oh, this is what I need to do in life. Like, I kept telling my mom and daddy, like, if Mama's on here, she'll tell you, I was crying. I was like, please, just let me do it. Just, we'll get somebody that builds me a good one, and just let me go over the falls in the barrel. And my mom and dad were like, what have we created? We've created a monster. Okay, let me get this other one over here, y'all. I know, I was wild. But I really wanted to go over the falls so bad. I think that would just be, you know, I mean, it's illegal. You know, they all either, or they went to jail, you know, so there's that. Okay, y'all, this one is no longer available. They may or may not bring it back. I'm not really sure. This one is Land of Liberty. I don't know if they're going to bring it back with it being this close, but you never know. You never know. So I think what I'm going to do is just use this one for some of my fireworks. Change it up a bit. Okay, perfect. Yes, okay, I love that. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do a big one right here, and I'm going to put the star on it as well. Yeah. So yeah, I was definitely an adrenaline junkie. Definitely. they knew they were. I rode dirt bikes. We lived in the Mojave Desert. My dad bought me my first dirt bike, and oh my goodness, I love water ski, snow ski, snowboard. Really loved snowboarding. Craziness. Bunch of craziness, y'all. Bunch of craziness. But I loved it. Ooh, I love that. That's pretty. Hold on, I'll show y'all. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let me see. Now I just want to fill in, y'all. I'm going to fill in. I think I will just kind of fill in with some fireworks here and there, and I think I will use gold. Sure these are dry. Okay. I think I'm going to use my nominee. And I'm not going to do it perfect. I'll show y'all what I mean. There we go, just like that. So you see I just added just a little bit, like it's not going to be perfect, which is fine. Perfectly fine. Okay, let's see. I'm going to let that one dry a little bit. Okay. Let's put some red here. I'm going to stick with the red on the edges. Just because I've kind of started going with that and I really like it. And then a few more of those and I think we're done. So cool. So cool. Let's see. Put one here. It. Hey, you guys, also be on the lookout for, if you are not on my VIP page, type in VIP and I'll send you a link. I'm going to go live over there. I'm going to start going live. Y'all been doing some business classes and I've got to, you know, do some different things. So I'm going to start utilizing the VIP page more. I can offer, you know, some deals and stuff in there that I can't over here. So be on the lookout because I am going to go live from there. I'm not all the time. I'll still be over here as well because designers can't be in my VIP group, unfortunately. So if you're a designer, you can't be in there. You can as a club member, and you also can as a perks member. And don't forget about those two things. And let me tell you, this month's club is donuts. It is so cute. I have not gotten mine yet, but I'm super excited to get it. Y'all, I think we're done. I think that's it. I love it. I absolutely love it. That is my front, so that'll be kind of my front. And then you'll see the sides. The back, not so much, but I still like to do something because you'll see through it. But y'all, how stinking cute. Again, now I've got a decoration for 4th of July. And this could also be for, you can do this for, you know, your Memorial Day, Labor Day, and 4th of July, you know, anytime. So this one is really kind of versatile for a lot of different kinds. I love it too. I think it does. It looks like a postcard. So I love this, y'all. But anyway, thank y'all all so much for hanging out with me. Again, if you're not my VIP group, please make sure to type VIP. I'll send you the link. Go over there. Answer the questions. Make sure you answer the questions. I can't let you in if you don't answer the questions. And again, if you are a chocolate tour designer, you cannot be in there. But I am going to start doing some sales in there and some fun little projects that only the VIP group will be able to be a part of, unfortunately. But it's because of the deals and the discounts. So I love y'all. Thank y'all all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your week. I'll see y'all tomorrow night for another fun project. I'm off tomorrow, so I got to get down here and do some cleaning. I hope this back of me hangs out. Bye, y'all.